packed with eye-popping colours and mouth-watering flavours.
So we're going to make an incredible salad. This is a celebration of colour, texture, flavour, and it's probably a salad like you've never seen before.
This recipe uses watermelon, pine nuts, crunchy radishes, fresh mint and crumbly feta cheese.
Check this out, we have got a lovely watermelon. And yes, I love it, we have it as a fruit, but we can actually use it in a salad. Let me just tell you, this is gonna absolutely rock the flavour party, okay? So we're gonna be using watermelon as the base to this salad. Delicious, let's do it.
So get a dry pan on a medium heat and throw in 2 tablespoons of pine nuts.
Yes, the Ferrari of nuts. I want them lightly toasted. Subtlety and creaminess, that's what we want. So, a nice, ripe watermelon, one that's firm, okay? I'm gonna kind of hold it like this and just chip off the skin. You just keep turning it and chipping it. You wanna get through that white skin to the beautiful pink. If you can just see it, then that's perfect. So just chip away, slowly but surely, and I want you just to peel about half of the watermelon, okay? And this way you can kind of hold it and it's firm. So get rid of the skin. Let's check my nuts. Whew, that was close. Have a little look at that. That's what I want. Nice, mildly toasted nuts. So the reason I've peeled my melon like this is because I can hold it, it's kind of stable. Just use a knife to just sort of slice the meat like a piece of ham, right? Go as fine as you can, but it's no big deal. Go fat, whatever your knife skills allow, just go for that. I mean, look at the colour. And that kind of green around the edge, you know, you could trim that off because it's slightly underripe, but it's got kind of cucumbery tones and flavours to it. I like that. I like it a lot. So look, you can kind of see, it's fairly fine, but you know, you still want a bit of thickness to it so you can kind of get that full explosion of deliciousness. Lay it on a platter. Look at that. You don't really want any seeds or pips, so take those out. The radishes. If you look at them, the greens are actually very edible and delicious. If it looks good and if it's fresh, then you give it a wash and you eat the whole thing. Delicious. Slice the radish and just have it as half. I can just leave that whole. There's no rules here, guys. Looks like being a dealer at poker. There you go. Little radish card. And then the mint. And the mint with the watermelon is another level.
And simply dot the fresh feta over the platter too.
And then next up, I just want to make a really simple dressing.
Pour 1 part vinegar into a jam jar, add 3 parts extra virgin olive oil, season with salt, and chop up some mint for extra flavour.
Gorgeous. So that is your basic dressing. Give it a shake, and then just put that in and around this amazing salad. Look at that, guys. And then last but not least, let's get these nuts. Simply sprinkle some, crunch up some in your hand, and have a little sprinkle up there. And that, my friends, is a beautiful salad. That is a watermelon salad carpaccio with feta cheese, mint, radish, and pine nuts. Joy, 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 joy. For me, I quite like the fact that the melon's like a little kind of edible plate. Oh. These flavours are so elegant, and there's real contrast. The saltiness of the feta with that sweetness from that beautiful watermelon. That little bit of the nuts, sort of toastiness, and the crunch from the radish is just so good. What a salad. What a salad. You've got to have a go at that.
A stunning celebration of summer to add to any table. Totally scrumptious and outrageously easy.